Hello, everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to open the doors in just a minute. Thanks so much for your patience. Looking forward to celebrating 2021 with you.
Woo! Yeah, to you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Happy New Year to ya. Woo! Oh, I lost my bow. Okay.
Usually edit this fun stuff out, but I'm not editing this out today. This is too good. All right, gang. I am going to admit everybody, and here we go.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's 2021. Whoop, whoop. Hello. Happy New Year to ya. Woo! Happy New Year to ya. Happy New Year. Woo! I am so happy that I am alive and here in 2021. Woo! I hope you are too. I'm so glad to see all of you. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song, the year 2020. Can you say 2021 with me? 2021.
2021.
Yes! And yes, y'all. Woo! Joe invited me to come back again and be a host. I told her I'm going to be a little crazy happy because it's like, yes! Okay. But anyway, I'm just saying, I'm just happy to see every face. So welcome to, is that Zeta and Teddy and Rachel? Oh, it's so cute. Karen, welcome. Suzanne, this is the first time I get to say this to y'all this year. And welcome, Bill. Woo! Deborah, welcome, Sheila. And I see Nancy's cow. She's there somewhere. Welcome, Anna, Trish, Dick and Kathy Meyer, Sarah Page, welcome, David from upstate New York, Rosie and Thea and Chris, welcome, Lisa and Carolyn Wolf and Bonnie Schuster and Becky Gray. Becky! Okay, so Becky. And Lynn and Barb and Becky Kane from Vancouver. And I'm going on down this list. Let me click over to the next screen. Deli, hey! Happy New Year. Welcome, Luda, Kevin, and Dan Walker, Isabel, James, Carolyn, Susan, Miller, Dion, Jenny, Mabel, and Bob. Oh, I love the hats. Belinda, Nicola. Oh, I love that hat. Claire, Sandra, Busy, Jane, Freeman, Sid from Victoria. Janet and Pete. I see Pete, Harriet, and then I see other folks whose names are listed. Linda, Karen, Catherine, Annette, Beryl, Hindi, and all of my folks on Facebook. Welcome to the first of 2021 Daily Antidote of Song. Just join me in just giving a hand praise, like whoop, 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 whoop. Giving just cause. There were so many of y'all who didn't make it. That didn't make it to this day, but we did. And so I'm really grateful. And so we are delighted to start us off with a phenomenal couple and musicians. And they're just really an institution, y'all. These people are close to my heart. It's Peter and Mary Alice at Amidon. And they are not any strangers to the Daily Antidote of Song. And they have been singing and writing and composing and arranging and sharing beautiful music for a few years now. A few years and many books and many presentations all over the world. And they even have a whole family that has continued on the Amidon tradition. So I'm not going to say any more right now, but invite you all to welcome with me the Amidons!
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
We've done some of our most favorite singing, leading, and singing and joyful music making has been with Kathy. We were talking about it early in Scotland and in Berea and at Pinewoods and in Star Island and an island off the coast of New Hampshire. And it's always, Kathy, it's just such a great joy to see you today. It's so wonderful. So Joe, we had one song lined up. It was lined up for weeks, and then Joe wrote this morning, and she said, "How about Ring It In, Ring in the New Year?" And we thought, well, how could we not sing that one today? So I think you know this one.
bells around.
So, ring it in the new year, your turn.
Ring it in the new year.
Again?
Ring it in the new year.
Bells are ringing, your turn.
Bells are ringing, bells are ringing.
Again?
Bells are ringing, bells are ringing.
Peace and love throughout the new year, your turn.
Peace and love throughout the new
Again?
year.
Peace and love
throughout the new year.
Joy, joy, joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
You know, we could just sing the joy, joy, joy part like for the entire day. That would be fine with me. But let's try the whole thing. Start it, ring in the new year.
Bells are ringing. Bells are ringing.
Peace and love throughout. Everybody say peace and love throughout the new year. Say that. Peace and love throughout the new year. That's just the one little phrase. Other stuff is pretty easy. And let's just sing it in unison. And then Mary Alice will sing, continue singing in unison, and I will pick it up as a round. So you can choose whether to sing with Mary Alice or me. So let's try the, let me find where I am here. Oh, yeah. Unison. Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, 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 joy. Unison, one more time. Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, joy, joy. Some of you sing with Mary Alice.
Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year.
And some of you sing with me. Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Joy, joy, new year. Peace and love throughout the, one more time. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy. Yeah, beautiful.
Yes, yes. What a wonderful way to bring in the new year with that song. Thank you, Joe, for mentioning that song. If you're new to us, we are, and I'm saying we because now I'm feeling official part of the family. We are the Washington Rebels and the Carpe Diem of the Arts sponsoring this daily antidote of song every day at noon, bringing you joy, community, and love. Amidons, Peter and Mary Alice, thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what you're doing. You look so rested. I heard y'all were jamming last night.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Usually last night we'd be doing every year we do our Brattleboro what's it
Last night
our
festival.
Brattleboro last night concert, New Year's Eve concert with our son Sam and our son Stefan and with Keith Murphy and his wife Becky Tracy and their son Aiden. We've done it for
And Zara Bodie.
and Zara Bodie, sorry, and Stefan's wife Zara Bodie. And we've done it for 19 years, you know, in the Baptist church and in the Center Congregational Church. So last night we did it, and we'd be setting up the sound system, and then, you know, getting nervous, and the people come in. It's really, really great, and it's really exhausting. So last night we did the exhausting part the few days before, and I just loaded it up. I'd spent all night 2 nights ago loading it up on YouTube, and 7 o'clock it was on YouTube. Work done. It's the weirdest thing, but then we just got to watch it and have a little drink and go to bed. It was amazing. Kind of a new experience for the.
This is new to you.
It's still up. It's still up on
an hour.
The links on Joe put the link up. You can see it there, but it's also, you can just go to amidonmusic.com, as we said before, AMIDONMUSIC.com, amidonmusic.com, and you'll see a link right there. It'll take you right to the 60-minute joyful concert that include our 2-year-old and our 5-year-old grandchildren are in it also. So, and our 9-year-old grandson also have a.
How many grandchildren are there?
4. Two here and 2 in London.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
And the
4
2 here are right up the hill, and they're in a little pod with us, and they're 6 and 3. So it's pretty wonderful.
Yeah, we're having a great time with them.
Wow.
Almost 3.
Goodness gracious. Joe, you can jump in at any time. I just want to know what words of wisdom you have for us as we start off this new year, looking back and looking forward.
So you're going to make me say words of wisdom? I wasn't planning on words of wisdom.
Mary Alice and then ask you.
Oh, my. Well, it's a new day. And as you say, we've made it. And we are grateful. And we know that we're here together and just thankful for the richness of our lives and of music and how it enters our souls and spirits.
Just spend, I think in the most deep way, just spend your moments doing what you most deeply want to do, and try to arrange your life such that you can do that. And those things usually involve good works, because that's the most fun stuff to do.
Yes, doing what your
I
heart.
know you know that, Kathy. If anybody knows that, Kathy Bullock knows that, and Joe knows that, the good works.
Yeah, doing what your heart desires, and not taking it for granted.
Not taking anything for granted. Gosh. And not having expectations too. Just going in without expectations.
Because I sure expected, but this time last year, I had all these expectations because I was gonna be retiring in June. I had all these places I was be traveling to and all that this summer.
Right.
Not.
Oh my, that's right. It just came during your retirement. Amazing. So what have you been doing instead of what you thought you'd be doing?
I have what we call Bullock Studios right here in my house, because of my son Philip, who not understood all this stuff with the mic and the lights and the recordings and oh my God, stuff I had no knowledge of, and I prided myself in no knowledge of it. But what? You must do what you must do. So there you go. You learn something even when you don't. Joe, what you got to say on the matter?
So, all right, words of wisdom, eh? Okay, so I do want to say an enormous thank you to everybody in this room. You guys actually are all my words of wisdom. This community, all of us being here together, singing together, the amount of things we have celebrated and gone through in this room together in 2020, it just feels absolutely perfect to be celebrating the first day of 2021 with you all. And out with the old and in with the new. So there was a bit of plate throwing in my yard last night. It was absolutely exquisite to throw glass plates against a wall and watch them shatter. Thanks to Denmark for that tradition, because it's the first time we've ever done it, and it felt like the right year to do it. And today, with some friends, we're actually going to be writing in Sharpies on a log, whatever it is we want to just send out behind us. And we're going to put the logs in a big fire and have a big outdoor fire. So there's another option for people who are looking for ways to symbolically say out with the old. And I'm just so delighted for everybody in this room and for all of the people who are going to make up a lot of my joy in 2021. We all know there's a lot of hard work ahead, and it's also really, really good to stop and smell the flowers and do the things that strengthen us. One of my biggest hopes, I would say, is that we are going to figure out ways in 2021, even as we unisolate and return to whatever normal is, that we keep the stuff we learned in this. We learned a lot, right?
Really? Oh my God.
Maybe we didn't stop and look at each other in the eye enough. Maybe we didn't eat enough meals together. Maybe we didn't play enough games. Maybe we didn't cook enough. Maybe we didn't stop enough from the rushing. And let's hold on to that, I think. And then in some of the extra space, figure out how we're going to do more than we did in the past to take responsibility for the things we know need change. So those are my, I would say, goals, hopes, words of wisdom. I don't know. Is throwing plates of words of wisdom? Not really sure. So
Hey,
I'm
wonderful thing. Oh, with us, we loved it. We love to see you when we were talking about it, and I want to see the video so I can play it like, yes, Joe, go.
I will send the video out to anybody who wishes to have the video. Just let me know.
And thank you, Erin, for your tech work today. I didn't get to say that earlier on. I want to make sure that we appreciate you. I'm still ringing out the new year. It's in my head, and I'll be dancing it today all the way through. Go ahead, Joe. You know I get excited, and I just jump in and say stuff, you know.
So I'm Kathy Bullock. You are a shining light in my life. And we want to talk about what 2020 brought me. It's a friendship with Kathy Bullock, who I did not know, despite the fact that our paths have all different overlap.
Yes.
We never actually crossed paths until this year. So,
Wow.
and the Amidons, who I've known for years now from Pinewoods and all around the universe. And I'm just so grateful to both of you for, well, I guess all three of you, but both of your squares, for being here in this room with us. Love you all dearly. Love you all dearly. And
I have to jump in and say that my first introduction to working with singing camps was through Peter Marriott's Amidon. It was at Pinewoods the very first time, because before that I didn't know anything about singing camps or any of that, and I was invited to come and substitute for a group that got ill, of gospel singers up there. I didn't know where I was going, out to the woods somewhere in Massachusetts, and I said, okay, that's all I knew. And I'm a city girl. So I said, as long as I have an indoor bathroom and some mosquito repellent, I'm okay. But it was wonderful. And I met these two wonderful people, and my life has been enhanced since. So it's so appropriate that the first day of this new year, I'm again with these two people who have been such a powerful influence in my journey in this musical world. I just thought about that now. Isn't that deep? You know?
Yeah.
that's awesome.
We learned this song from you. What does it go?
So glad I made it. That one?
Yeah.
So
Just a
glad
tiny
I
bit.
made it.
Come on, Kathy.
So which one?
Anyone, but we did that slow one last summer in Berea.
So glad I made it.
So glad.
So glad I made it. So glad I made it. I made it through. I made it through. Oh, so glad I made it. So glad I made it. I made it through. I made it through. Yes. Oh, so glad I made it.
Thank you.
Boy, that takes a whole nother meaning today. A whole layer of meanings today, that Kathy.
That is so awesome, Kathy. Thank you so much for putting that energy into the room, and another way of celebrating the first day of the new year. A great way of thinking about it. It really does take on a whole new meaning. I saw somebody who posted that they were actually there that year when you guys did that. I think that's awesome. I love the way this comes together. So, and I would also say it's Jane who said she was there that year. Yeah.
And Harriet.
Oh, and Harriet, I love it. So I was going to say two things. One is, can we all give a big wave to somebody in the room who is actually a New Year's baby and celebrating a birthday today? Let's all shout out Linnea. Linnea, we're glad you're here with us, choosing to celebrate your birthday with us. That's awesome.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Happy birthday, Linnea. Another thing I was just going to say is that one of the memories I have of the Amidons is at Pine Woods when the kids are going to bed. The little ones have a bedtime and they are taken out of the community space and walked to their cabins by the Pied Pipers. And the Amidons were Pied Pipers several of the years that I've been there. And if you can just imagine this beautiful, simple, repetitive tune and paths going through the woods and lots of folks with flashlights and little kids sort of dancing along and shouting, good night, so-and-so, as they all go off to their little individual cabins. There's an image I'm giving you for the first night of 2021. When you go to sleep tonight, imagine yourself in that Pied Piper parade because it is unfathomably magical. And Amidons, you live in my head in that zone. I'm not going to say I count Amidons when I can't sleep, but but I do really think of that as a really soothing way of saying goodnight to the world. So I'm sending so much love to Peter and Mary Alice, to Kathy Bullock, to everyone in this room. And if everyone is up for it, I would say we should hit that round a few more times and put that back in our heads as we thank you, gang, so much as we say goodbyes.
Joy, joy, joy. That's what it's about. It's about choosing joy. Even in the midst.
Unison first, everybody. Sorry. Here we go.
Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year.
Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, 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 joy.
Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year.
Ring it in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, 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 joy. Ring in the new year. Ring it in the new year. Bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing, bells are ringing. Peace and love throughout the new year. Peace and love throughout the new year. Joy, 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 joy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
everybody.
New Year. I saw those bells. That was wonderful. Yes.
All right, gang. I can't be happier than I am right now. This is about the maximum amount of happiness I can fit in me. Thank you, everybody, so much. Peter, Mary Alice, that was so beautiful. The perfect song. I hope everybody has it in their heads and you can sing it with yourself or with the Facebook Live recording all day long. You can get in there and practice your harmony parts with everything. And if you need to hear more bells, you can revisit yesterday's because we all belled yesterday out loud. And it was a really beautiful way also of saying goodbye to one year and hello to the next. Thank you, everybody, so much. So, so glad we got to spend this time together today and cannot wait to sing with you all tomorrow and all of the other days that we have coming in 2021 as we find those places in ourselves for the joy, the strength, the peace, the work, the love, the community, and all of the ways in which we're going to approach this year looking for positive change and being the positive change, really. Thank you and goodbye and love to all of you. So wonderful to see you. Ray and Zeta and Tenny, thank you for being here. Tenny, can you wave to everybody? Everybody loves little Tenny faces. Yay, bye Tenny. Great to see you guys. And Karen, thank you so much. Karen, can you wave to everybody? Everybody loves little Karen faces. Yay. Okay, I'm just kidding, sorry. And thank you so much to Suzanne and Sheila, Deborah and Nancy's cow. Oh, and goodbye to everybody on Facebook Live. Thanks gang so much for being with us. And we can't wait to sing with you again tomorrow.